Entertainment Show. You are welcome to Best Entertainment Show with your host Halifax and Addo on OK 101.7 FM. You are welcome to Best Entertainment Show with your host Halifax and Addo on OK 101.7 FM.
OKFM 101.7.
You are welcome to Best Entertainment Show with your host Halifax and Addo on OK 101.7 FM. You are welcome to Best Entertainment Show with your host Halifax and Addo on OK 101.7 FM. You are welcome to Best Entertainment Show with your host Halifax and Addo on OK 101.7 FM. You are welcome to Best Entertainment Show with your host Halifax and Addo on OK 101.7 FM. You are welcome to Best Entertainment Show with your host Halifax and Addo on OK 101.7 FM. You are welcome to Best Entertainment Show with your host Halifax and Addo on OK 101.7 FM. You are welcome to Best Entertainment Show with your host Halifax and Addo on OK 101.7 FM. You are welcome to Best Entertainment Show with your host Halifax and Addo on OK 101.7 FM. You are welcome to Best Entertainment Show with your host Halifax and Addo on OK 101.7 FM. You are welcome to Best Entertainment Show with your host Halifax and Addo on OK 101.7 FM. You are welcome to Best Entertainment Show with your host Halifax and Addo on OK 101.7 FM. You are welcome to Best Entertainment Show with your host Halifax and Addo on OK 101.7 FM.
Okay. By the grace of the Almighty God, it's another Monday morning. It is actually May, the 25th day of May, 2020. It's surprising that we are already in the month of May. And before you realize we are back in December. Agro 5 months ago. Welcome to the best entertainment show on OK 101.7 FM. My name, as usual, Halifax, Nina Bam Kofi, and Addo. My production team is ready. My guest is ready. And I believe you're also ready. But as I do this every morning, we are in a COVID season.
okayfm.
And yen course now be answering who's ye. Baby, I make us say, whoop ya, shall nose mask. I will turn so now to me no means, the only be no now man no be. And you'll be no best me at us at 2 city 3 city no. Today is a special day for our Muslim brothers and sisters. Eid al-Fitr. Okay. And so my guest is none other than one man who, wow, he fits into the Eid al-Fitr type of discussion, also fits into the entertainment type of discussion. This man has paid his dues. He has served this country very well. Wajinidin, Wayevi. He hasn't only paid his dues to Ghana's entertainment sector, but he has also left his footsteps for people to follow. Arguably, may who any familiar or more contribution to the Ghanaian creative arts sector soon change the Buhari family. Baby, no, I wouldn't even debate it. Wouldn't the family be so? I can say, oh, this family's contribution to Ghana's creative arts sector is to change the Buhari family. The man himself, Alhaji Sidiku Buhari. What has he not done for this country? Sportsman, we're winning gold medals, baby. Amagana. When it comes to movie, they actually started this thing. Oh, Bonana. Man, woman, 3 sisters. When it comes to theater, I believe you remember the Seed Theater, Jowulu. One man. When it comes to songs, this is one of his songs. And he has several others.
You are welcome to Best Entertainment Show with your host Halifax and Addo on OK 101.7 FM.
That's it. Another one from Alhaji Sidiku Buhari. This is the man who served as MUSIGA president for some 8 solid years. And I don't know how he does, but almost all his children have contributed to showbiz one way or the other. And yet Nadia pet Neya Lajiba. As for Nadia, we all know Nadia because she's into movies. And of course, a Michaelasian factor. And so many controversies from twins who is the dad, who is not the dad. Today I'm on Alaji and not Nadia. Then there is Shida. Shida won Miss Ghana in 2002. One man, 2 daughters contributing their parts. Then there is Jid. That is Majid. I believe you've seen all these animated videos around. Most of them were done by Majid. He's into animation, video, and rap. Then I remember when I was on Uswami, one day and our baby boy say, "I see a friend no Aisha Buhari." Say, "Who's why then not why a tattoo of Jesus Christ on his shoulder?" So, oh, bad then on serious. She's from America. She wants to rap. She wants to act. I'm also Alhaji Atiku Buhari's daughter. I see a B. The man himself was seated here this morning on the hot seat. And you know, pay me a million swiping a conia or so for Kumchacha. And say, Mammy Momo Kwaba. D4 Kumchacha, Moa Kwaba.
Mr. Halifax. How are you?
Kumchacha, my name is Halifax.
Na me kind of saying
Halifax.
And you ain't none of the kind.
Baby, H and your impo.
Sir.
Kumchacha, my name is Halifax.
Na me kind of saying.
Okay, can be interested now. Kumchacha, good morning.
Thank you.
What is my name?
Halifax.
Kumakwa Babokodi.
Oh, nyame adom de obeye me an waye me. Bibie no wese so san ye kan ho biem.
Wow.
Me nsam ye no mani me no. So I say me nine me no me koba ti de osoro beye me an waye me no. Enti aseden ka urade.
Yeda nyame ase. Eni Alhaji ba be bon comment me na be sha ase e wo
no shaking.
Na we rem kakran.
No shaking, no shaking.
Alhaji.
Yes, sir.
Akwaba.
Yo.
Wow. Alhaji, won't teach you papa wa ho.
Chinu enkoyi.
Okay. Say I dey brofo be fra frank kakran. Let's start this way. And now Eid al-Fitr. Is the pronunciation right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so for those of us who do not understand what it means, Eid al-Fitr yedain.
Yeah. Well, Eid al-Fitr, first day of the Islamic month of Shawwal, that's how we call it.
Shawwal.
Yes,
okay.
It marks the end of Ramadan.
Okay.
Which is the month of fasting and prayers. You see, most of the Muslims attend communal prayers, listen to, khutbah. Khutbah, is congregation, trying to get together. But because of COVID-19, it was something that was done privately. Most of the people this time, they did it in their houses. That is what happened this time.
Now, Alhaji, what is the difference between the celebrity and Eid al-Fitr and Eid al-Adha and other Eids? It is the Briaka. No difference between them.
Eid al-Adha is the festival celebrates a story about Prophet Abraham. Every year Muslims celebrate Eid al-Adha to remember Abraham, loyalty and obedience to Allah. That was what happened. Above all others, and because of Abraham's action, Eid al-Adha is also known as the festival of sacrifice. That's when we slaughter sheep, cows, and what.
Okay.
Not.
And see, Eid al-Adha, no, the mokun and
that's right.
Na enedi no so, Eid al-Fitr no so.
It's a petri, you buy your chicken, enjoy yourself in your own way. You can do whatever you want to do in your house. But now, because of the situation that we are in, people are very careful. You have to take good care of yourself. We don't do it the way it's supposed to be done.
Okay.
We used to meet, but you cannot do that now.
I see. Kumchacha, na mo ye sofo no se eto da ebia ye nua Muslim for ye omo festival mo so mo ye den. Mo di bia na mo hwo mo na mo tel mo chi na emfa mo ho.
Oh, medase. On say mamini kanchia me papa me di kanchia na de da kra.
Alhaji Sidiku Buhari.
Ai. The woman say Ghana de bia ya na meme sofukum chacha me kase nyame ankasa. Oye Ghana ni.
Ah.
Yeah.
Nyame ye Ghana ni sesen. De bia wo ka asem.
Ah, na da bi ye ba ha no ma e be football ah.
Eye, men to be mami ana. Koye ni.
Nyame ye Ghana ni because adenti ya na sofukum chacha me kase nyame ye Ghana ni ne say odo a ewo Ghana ha ene odo a meka se ewo a Christopher ni nkremofuo emu no odo no ano den ene tu ntwada etu betwa na wiase asɛe ansa na to betwa because Ghana ha no kramoni hu kristoni a ohun ni sɛ ni nua kristoni hu kramoni a ohun ni sɛ ni nua edu yɛn Xmas anase bronya da yenuanom kramofoɔ eba yɛn nkyɛn so ade ase ema yɛdwo wa atu yɛne wɔn didi bom siri bom edu wɔn so wɔn de yɛ na yɛn so yɛkɔ wɔn nkyɛn ema wɔn so ɛne yɛ didi bom ɛsiri bom eti Ghana ha no enkremosum ne Kristo som no difference bi enim dabi
enonti na nyame yɛ Ghana ni no
oh so wo hwɛ wɔn man bi so a na kɔ wɔn man bi so a dabi ya obeti say Christians and Muslims na program na ntokwa na programs na ntokwa mimi say meti yi me ka kyerɛ wo nne me sofo kum chacha me nanfofo kora enkramofo dɔso kye asofo
mate enti wo sofo kum chacha say Alhaji Sidi Kubuari invited we say oh yeah the Muslim festival brefie ne bedidia obetimi akode bi
Mary papa enam no awurade enne kura ye kase kura allergy pa ne ya onfa me nko
enye bone
what say ne bone ne say
because aso for bebre ya omunia mate o say Muslim for di omo festival we Christian men ko ho na we nye Muslim na
sa so for no we hypocrites
menti as omo ye de
nya twemfo hypocrites
okay
that they say nya nyame som na da wo no Bible na da wo ene yenuanom enkremofo homa no Korean kronkron da ho no ni nyina na kaboma ye kan say odo say homa mi yenu we nyina no love your neighbors as yourselves
come chacha ye in case you just I okay 101.7 FM my guest here Alhaji Sidi Kubuari well, I've introduced him, and told you what he's done for this country as far as creative arts is concerned. He was basically educating us the difference between Idil Fitr and Idil Adda. Alhaji, you've been around for a long time, but you still look young. What is the secret?
Well, I take good care of myself. Try, I try to do my very best to take good care of myself. Being a sportsman before, I jog every morning. I do what I supposed to do. I eat what I supposed to eat. I don't eat what I don't supposed to eat. And this is how I try to keep my... You see, I'm 80 years old now.
You are 80?
My situation. Yeah, I'm 80 years old.
80?
Yes.
And you still jog?
Well... that's what happened. A lot of people don't know, you reach this height, some of our colleagues, they are holding the stick, walking and things like that. And I must thank Almighty Allah for making it possible for me to be able to walk and strong and trying to do what I have to do in this earth.
Alhaji, could it be said because why your sports am Ghana painting still we look fit no nti explain my sportsmen are we Ghana yeah ben I was ben we win
crap about athletics and
athletics
yeah. If I could go through this, me a Ghana champion, 400 meters athletics champion in February 1963.
63.
Yes, in April 1963, I represented Ghana in all African Games held in Dakar, Senegal, and won a silver medal for Ghana.
Wow.
In the same year, I represented Ghana in West African Games held in Ibadan, Nigeria, and won 1 gold, 1 silver in the 4x400 meters relay and 400 meters flat. And in 1965, I'm among the quartet who won the bronze medal for Ghana in all African Games, which was held in Congo, Brazzaville. Now, before I left to the United States.
And to say, who started as a sportsman?
Yes, I did. Yes, a sportsman. Yes, okay. Started as a sportsman.
Okay.
As a matter of fact, during the time of Ohinijan, Onwane, director of sports at that time, and we had a lot of, this is why this year, I always talk about all sportsmen must be taken good care of. Why? Because our time, no. But we run our life off to make sure that we run for this country with our whole strength and everything that we have. We love the country. We don't make money. We don't make anything, but we still represent our country, and we were prepared to die for our country at that time.
But you were paid. You still receive money for the job you did for this country.
No, I received nothing. You know what I do? We get allowances when we go to the games. I remember when I was in Dakar and I won silver medal. That time, Oyinijan called. Dr. Kwame Nkrumah called at that time and wanted to know. It was an honor for me at that time when Osajefo himself called and wanted to know because he was very, very interested in athletics or sports in general. And then he wanted to know where we have reached. But that time I have won a silver medal for Ghana. And I remember very well that, I was so happy to hear, even though I was unable to talk to him directly. But Ohinejan told me that, well, Omanpeyi Afre, and this is what he said. And, it made me happy. And seriously, it encouraged me. And so when we came back from Dakar, we were taken to the Flagstaff House, where it would be, a big honor for me to be able to shook hands with the Osajefo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah at that time.
And see, those days, no, and yes, sikansi per se.
Yes.
But odoa muwoma or mine.
Unim,
Daily
that time, because ye Ghana, we were, we were happy and we love what we are doing for our country. We were prepared to die for our country. We did everything we could. It's not like today where you are talking about money before sports. That is why sports is a different story today. Our time there, you can't know. Me, na babayara yenyina yosu at that time. Babayara. Na unim say babayara afterwards, you selected team from all clubs like Kotoko, Olympics, to form Republicans. And it was in Republicans that we formed. And then Babayara went and then he was going to play. And when they were coming back, he had an accident. He had a stroke.
Oh.
Through that, he died.
Oh.
Then what happened? I believe, I think the son of Babayara is still alive, but nobody cares. You see, these are the things that, it matters. Those of us, Michael Hayes is still around, okay? He has also done so much. And I talked to this guy, and nobody cares about him. You see, look at the soldiers who fought for us in this country to become what we become today. Those who died, Ajete and all these people who faced gone and then they were killed. What did we do to our family? Nothing. You see, but the fact is, we are still there. We are still alive. One day we'll go. But you see, our experience, some of the children should tap it. We are talking about the youth. They should tap it. And this is why we have to connect us to some of these organizations like sports organizations to be able to help them, okay, to help the youth. Because you see, we don't want to die, with, all these,
experience. Okay.
With all these ideas.
Alaji, moving forward, normally time kaiomo. Once obian kai, you are okay.
Well, I am okay because, I remember during my time, I worked very hard. When I went to United States, then I became, a musician. But before then, I happened to be interior decorator.
Okay.
And I happened to learn business administration, when I was... But then based on the music, okay, where I had a contract with Radio Corporation of America.
Young question, Kakra.
Yes.
Into Patriotism, time we hear sports, no?
Yes.
We hear other things.
No, time na me was sports, what happened was, some of the sportsmen, they were being paid at Workers' Brigade.
Okay.
Some were taken to the armed forces. When you talk about, these Ahe, J. Hade, Men's, and so on. They were in, army. And then we have some other like Men's and so on. They happen to be in the police service.
Okay.
And then for me and then the other, but even that time, the Babayara, when they formed the Republicans, Babayara, most of them were being paid at the Workers' Brigade.
Okay.
Dr. Kwame Nkrumah formed that to be able to get a support so that we can get at least something to live on.
Was it through that you went to America?
Hello?
If sports no so now they call American.
Me was scholarship actually. Scholarship to America, but me kohwa. Me kohwa. Then I look for other venue too. Okay? And then I went to school. I had my business administration, a certificate. And then later on, I happened to learn the interior decorating. I took a course in interior decorating. I went to New York School of Music, to learn music. All this is happened to be, when you are in America, and then you having to have a contract with a big company like Radio Corporation of America, I think you must be lucky. And
how did you get a contract with Radio Corporation of America?
I was playing a non-professional baseball.
Okay.
And I used to compose songs, to the audience, the people who support the club at that time. And that's when I met Chobi Cheka manager. I don't know whether you heard the name.
I've heard the name.
Cheka happened to be one of the biggest rock and roll. Okay. And that's why, because that time when I composed this song, it's like, a simple song that we do, that kind of thing that we do here in Ghana. And that's when he actually talked to me to come into music life. And this is where I started. And seriously, it worked perfectly.
Wow.
When I composed the song and then I went to the studio, I remember the first day, it didn't work because he had to stop me from, the recording that night. For the fact that what he wanted to hear, he didn't hear it that night. Because they want you to actually sing like an African, not to sing with this sweet voice, and try to, sing as if you are professional. They want you to say like, something like that. Hey, something like that, Americans feel, if they want people to sing like Michael Jackson, they will get 1 million people to sing that way. But for us, we must, and this is why if you listen to my Karambani album, you hear I was talking, I was not singing.
I see.
I was talking. If you listen to it, and it worked perfectly. The album itself went to number 39 on the charts in America at that time.
Hey,
it was a credit.
Wow.
Yes.
Number 39.
Number 39.
On the American music chart.
On the American chart.
Your song.
Yes, and that was, the title Buhari. And not talking to about, the single, Karambani went to 59, which, of course, it was a big credit at that time. So that's where we were able to make it big. When I say big, we were able to make money. You understand I'm saying, out of it. And then, it helps me a lot to be able to think of back home, because I always want to come back home to come and establish myself. And I came home and started establishing myself seriously after 5 albums being produced in the United States of America.
In case you just tuned in, I hire OK 101.7 FM, Jumadie no the best entertainment. Many Alhaji Sidiko Buhari, former MUSIGA president na Ebon Komoy. In this is here, Yakako do time or call America or Konyan recording contracts. 95. One of the songs are Oka Assembly.
You are welcome to Best Entertainment Show with your host Halifax and Addo on OK 101.7 FM.
Alaji, where Karambani?
Karambani, but this is the edited version, but the real Karambani is quite different. If I were to know, like, I'll bring it here.
Okay, now then I endorse the Samoko Bonyuma. Intro tin, sir.
Yeah, because sometimes, because of the dancing, okay, because when you go to disco at that time, people actually like to dance. So you give them a rhythm to dance, okay? We use dance, so you don't even strain yourself too much, because maybe you are playing in a place where you have to spend almost about 2 hours. So if you don't go with instrumentation and then to play for some time, okay, before coming in, you'll be tired. Okay, but as a musician, I think there are tricks when it comes to that.
Okay, 101.7.
Yeah, Ben Auba Ghana back.
Oh, me back 1980.
1980. Dainty Poten Auba back because you with Juma, Usika, when you're serious recording label. I mean, in those places you royalties. Why did you come back?
Well, because I love my country and I want to also come to help this country so that we can develop this country. Ghanaians that you see, they are very talented. Okay? And I came because, I have to establish a studio, here in this country. If you could remember very well that time, I have a studio at Jowulu, and then I have a shop in Accra where we distribute our, CDs, and, and during that time we make money. And I have editing facilities for film production. All that happened to be established here. And if I have these facilities, I could even make more money here than in abroad.
Wow.
If you look at the KK Kabobo hits, all this, it was recorded in my studio. A lot of hits that was made at that time. If you know somebody called Kusi Yobo, Kusi Yobo happened to be one of the good engineer in this country. And then there is another one called Saj. They were all working, in my studio. And they happen to have most of the top artists, musicians here in this country. So therefore, we were able to record a lot of, musicians here who have made it big. Some of them will come and do their demo there and take it to Germany and to go and do the final work there. But you see, if you want to know the truth, okay, I love Ghana because I have my peace in my country and I feel I can walk around freely without having to worry about anything. Staying in America is like just going there to, I still love to go to, because most of my children are in the United States now that we are talking. But then the fact is, I advise them to come home, okay? Because, the fact is home. There is no place like home. When you come here, you feel so free. You see friends. You walk freely. But sometimes it's very difficult in the United States.
Elijah, so I'll see most of my children are in the United States. But I advise them to come home. How many children do you have?
Well, so far I have about 7 children in the United States, that are living there now, and they are living happily because most of them have a good job. One of them is a medical doctor, who is there, and then one is going to Pittsburgh University now, and then, is on scholarship, and then one is working in the bank in the United States of America. One of them is a nurse, in America. You see, they are all doing well, okay? They love America, okay? But that is them. And I try to encourage them to come home. You see, but they feel everywhere you go and then you settle is home. So I don't force anybody.
7 children in the States doing marvelously well. How many children do you have in all?
You want to know my children?
In all.
You are going too far.
Just by asking Walaji. Yeah. So I'm talking to Alaji Sideko Buhari. We are about 10 in the place, increasing the heat a bit. Let's watch him on Facebook Live. Okay, 101.7 FM on Facebook. This man is 80, but he does not look 80, to be honest with you. This is the father of Yaya Nadia Buari, the father of Yaya Shaida, Yaya Majib, Yaya Aisha. The can they minimum when I'm saying Salaj into what man like you are going too far. Well, have you finished? I mean, have you finished giving birth?
Yes, I'm on retirement. When I say retirement now, I'm taking it easy now, I mean, there is no reason because I'm having grandchildren now. So I think enough is enough.
But Alaji, you are still strong.
I'm strong.
And then your religion allows you to...
I'm strong, but, you have to also be careful, okay? As God has made you the way that he has made you, then you have to also help yourself, I'm not actually thinking of having any more children as it is now because I have enough children. And I'm so happy.
Alaji, what figure is enough?
What?
I have enough children. Enough, Yahi.
Well, enough, yeah. Bibiana Wope, that's all.
And see, Ahina Wope.
Ahina Wope depend on who.
And see, Ahina Wenya.
Well, depend on who. It will depend on you, whatever you see. The most important thing is when you have a children, give them a good education.
Mm-hmm.
That's number one. And make sure you give them direction. And then let them make their choice. Okay? Don't make their choice, but try to educate them well to be able to stand on their own. When you do that, you got it made. You see, when you look at the Majid that you mentioned now, he went to, and then, you don't even know about city, one of Nadia's sister who is now in Los Angeles, California. She's actually having a very, very good job in Los Angeles right now that we are, And seriously, I don't talk about their marital status. They themselves, okay? Whoever they bring to me is who I accept, okay? But then you need to educate them. You need to let them know, exactly what, you feel is better for them. But they themselves can decide by themselves, okay, what they want to do with their life. I hope you understand what I'm
Of course.
Yes.
Just say, with your mom, good education, good background.
Yes.
Just
give them a good education. Don't actually play with children's education. That's number one. That's one thing I don't play with. Okay? After good education, after giving them a good background, after when Majid finished, or when City finished the university and wanted to take another course, I asked him to go ahead. And we have Samira. Samira is also one of my kids who is the youngest. That's my last born.
How old is Samira?
Yeah, now yeah, you come in. Samira is only about 24.
24.
Yes.
Hey, Alaji, your last born is 24.
Well, at least I've seized, having that, but I have enough.
Alaji, never say die. Never say never until the bones are rotten.
Never say never. But sometimes you say never when never, who will take you to never. But anyway, I'm very happy that I did what I supposed to do. And like I said, giving them a good education, put them on a platform where they can become their own, I think.
But Alaji, you are a strong man. Yes. How do you, how do you manage all the heat and the controversies? When you see your children and media for church or muhuasem and Michael Lesi and Nadia Nam and we are Kowari Shaida and we are tattoo one in Sahu, say how?
You see, one thing I always tell my children, they should do what they feel is good for them. They should not listen to the outside. They must take advice when you talk, allow people to talk. Out of what they say, then you can select. If there is a good advice, you can take it. Okay? Me, for instance, you remember, at one time, you guys attacked me myself.
On which of the issues?
Regarding to Nadia, all kind of things, But then what happened is that, I was not taking it too serious, but it's part of life, okay? What is happening is in life, okay? You go through certain things in life, and I think that's it. But we've learned to know that when you are popular and when you are known, you can always face this kind of things. So it never worries me.
My interview a bit more we are so many celebrities. Can say, oh, sometimes so much on more send media more. Na omu diareho democracy sometimes I push you to a level on person mon and for such people, for instance, we say gidi say oh alaji buy nadia banta for no wine na ye omu papa besin ne obi anem
yes
ebi mu say John Mahama ebi mu say enya John Mahama ebi mu say oh anyway,
yes,
those things, how do they make you feel? What advice do you give to your daughter?
Well, the advice is don't pay any attention. If you know there are things that is not true, you just don't pay any attention. That's all. You don't worry about it. I never worry about things that I know is not true. Okay? People will talk. They say
and you're true. Why don't you just put out the truth and then let them keep quiet? Because when you hide the truth, you breed speculation, suspicion.
What is the truth? If I have my own private life and I want to do what I want to do with my life, is somebody going to tell me, no, don't do that. Do this. Do you understand what I'm saying? I don't believe in that. You see, there are certain things that we don't believe in it.
Okay.
Okay?
So, okay.
Yes. Look, I can decide. Okay? I can decide to do what I feel is good for me. Regardless of what. Okay? If I feel I want to be quiet, okay? I don't want to talk, okay? That is me, okay? I don't believe in, somebody will aggravate you or somebody will say something and then you start shouting. It's like you're wasting your time.
This man I'm talking to has over 60 years experience in public space, public life, from an athlete, filmmaker, singer, musician, into an controversy. He knows it all. Into Namsa area, how that means you are the friend. Alaji, before I leave this sector, at what point are we a celebrity and are we a public figure? At what point should you say we're private? We're private. We better to me public. We the men koho because and I be obi to me funny for now. I trying to feel. We trying to ma. Yeah, ko kanimba once and say no you're private. And you want amodi tujwa. So where do we draw the line between although me a public person, me a celebrity, no where your private issues, where your public issues? Where is the line?
When you go to the room, okay, you are in your room by yourself. You do what you like in your room, okay. Whatever you did in your room, you don't tell, you don't tell the public, okay, what you have done in your room. Do you understand what I'm saying? Now, it's not all the time when your dress is tear, you have to show it to public that my dress is tear. Come and see. Well, when somebody is saying something, or maybe, your dress is not tear, and somebody said it's tear, okay, and he's telling you, the person don't know what he's talking about. Do you want to actually answer the person, or do you want? There are people who always want to talk. Me, this is the way I say, especially when you talk, medias are people who are friendly, they are good people, they are people that I'm close with, and I love them so much. But you see, sometimes, the same media will get on you, and then they will tell you certain things. But you see, we understand each other because we have lived in this field for a very long time. Okay, so because we have lived in for a long time, we know how to handle each other. So, you can decide to do what you want to do yourself. That's up to you. But what you think is good for you is what you have to do. When you think it's the time for you to talk, and you talk. When you think the time that you have to be quiet, be quiet. And that is you.
Okay, in case you're just tuning in, I okay 101.7 FM. I like to go bar and Chacha.
You've not even talked about the film production in this.
We've not gotten there at all. We've not gotten to music, MUSIGA, film, COSGA, how you build a MUSIGA office. Come, Papa, no, what have you?
Uni my dear M1.
Catch him.
Adia M1 say. Me share me papa ya otiwo ya. In fact, sawo ka say bia me man age ya ka ebia ka meka se bia or be 70 years pacho o ka se me man age ya
anka ebia o be 70 ho no be
ka me ano ebia meka se 70 years and me papa yedi ba wo hwe se de o ka se wodi 80 years ya me kra no me wanwa so I say utunu se still ahoden no ewo ho
it na me ka say bia on wie ye o cool chacha
Halifax.
I was born on 21st April 1940. Okay, so you can understand. Now calculate it. 21st April 1940. So this time it's more than 80 years. My year anniversary. 80 years and I just passed a month ago. Okay, 21st April. That's when I was born.
But say you share na ho ofe, ni na ho din, ene ne sika, ene ne no nyama. Me nji ndi sa live ya wie. E bia ka me no bi.
Oh, eno de eno de say anka me no kura na ka ba ko enye hwe. Say anka me no kura na ka ba ko enye hwe. Ti no ye guso sre ahoden ne nkwan ewa ewo ala ho de ema no ni nyina nso na odi kan se obi kasa na wahwe niema bebre afri ni kasem ahwe yie so ahwe yie ye very important pa se nipa wo ba hwe ho yie ena wutumi hia abrantie bi ni wadi 40 years wodi 40 years ona ma mframa fa kura na pese peja ne ko so atiase ahwe yie ni ho enti wo hwe se de allergitie ya ye ahwe yie na wadawro ma we de mini bibi se mimi sa
Ajibisa.
Ubo will be the Nadia say
Nadia Buari call the otrasini no.
Mbe pacho wada wo mane papa ni.
Papa ni.
Sa.
Okay. And I enya no ti on mesane.
Oh, allergy. Allergy ene nyame yesraw. Because ne ba no ne ho ofew.
Papa.
Ne ho ofew.
Sa?
Ne ho ofew.
Ne ba no den na wo ne ho eye ofe.
Oh, is very nice girl. Is very fair color. Or koko.
Nti ne koko na na eye ofe.
Oh, dabi enye so obi ye kokwa na ne ho ofe.
Enya obi eye Nadia de na usi Nadia ho ye ofe. Na me si den na wo ne ho eye ofe.
Unse wo hwe nani aba. Wo hwe nanim. Wo hwe ne moma. So they say ese wo ti ase. Ese wo ti ase.
Nti kum chacha nipa no papa ti ha. So say na wo describe you ba. Obi ya wo ba ba sa wo ya me hyehyɛ wo.
Oh, sa nyame abode no ye kanfo. So they say ye kanfo. Even nyame abode efa allergy no be true. Yes, nyame abode efa. So they say ye kanfo. In fact, say me kura no me to no say allergy benya ne ba baby pa. Et say Nadia amame kameda na se. Kameda na se.
Alhaji man no mo Muslim so.
Oh, and say ya na eyentiase o. Any odo so atiase eyentiase no odo me de da bia me ka se we Halifax me nua na odi machi. Sorry, me di nachi me no.
Okay.
No ye oye Muslim. Me ma me ba papa ba a me di nachi me no. No ko seven kremosom no ye Muslim. So I say wo ko me kuro match ma pedwa me wo fa ba ko ne friend of akwafi o. No ye Muslim. So I say eti me de ho no ya na me nhwe ho.
Enti kum wo besumi aware Muslimin.
Oh, I didn't tell me to me wale no.
Ubesisa no ombedi sofo mame ana ubedi na chi akomaslashi.
Time will tell. Time will tell. Ebre ene chele. So I say allergy kura be to say ebre ne chele. Ende enhye den nyade bia yade kese bia. Se wono etwe me kwa the same nyame na me kosom no. Me so metwe ne ba the same nyame na obesom no. Eti ende eyebre ena ebe chere panti me de me ma allergy mo kan sen
Congratulations.
Thank you.
David, congratulations.
Mema allergy abasobos dear contraslation. Say allergy nyame nkoso nshira because nyame ehira no de dakora wi.
Nyame inshira won su kum chacha. Nti many allergy betua so then so say we call Facebook live to see we be hu allergy and na messages in there bebre. Ransford, Brett Swoba, Kwesi, Edu Jemfi, the man is black in stop laughing at Kumchacha, mean pesa. So Kumchacha can't you bro for with the main fancy her. Nana Osaidua, his Alaji Sidiku Buhari's age is 100% true. In 1972, when he returned to Ghana, I was selling graphic at Nsawam, and I'm 60 years old today. Now, I read about him, Sidiku Buhari Ensemble. Ask him what that was. Sidiku Buhari Ensemble. Maybe Sano. Bonaventure Jr. says, wow, I met and knew this humble man, Alhaji Sidiku Buhari, when I used to work at Airport Shell MTN outlet at 2006. Nice program. I love Kumchacha too. They all love you too. The real Omo Alaji Shitu says, I love this man. Halifax asks Alhaji Sidiku Buhari about his missing RAV4, which was snatched from him in Rambo style as Jawulu. Sir. Great man Alhaji Sidiku Buhari, God has really blessed you. I'm very happy for you. So much a healthy man. Alhaji, answer never call so on MUSIGA and music. No, what was your car snatched from you? Your car, was there any time for a so car be and now omuji free unsem?
The bill.
Almost snatch your car. Obi na text about say ask him about his RAV4 that was snatched from him as
okay, that is true. You know, I remember at one time that I parked my car outside and somebody had wanted to sell that car. And somebody came and then took the car away. Yes, it's true. It's true.
You wanted to sell the car.
I wanted to sell the car and the person came and then wanted to buy the car, you know, and then he sent his fitter, you know, to come and check the car before buying it. Not knowing they happen to be syndicate. And then, you know, I mean, as we are going, then all of a sudden, you know, I mean, the person said there's something wrong, you know, at the back of the car. So as you get down from the car to check, the person just jumped in the car. And I believe that time the person was holding a gun, okay, at that time. So I wasn't actually, you know, I mean, forcing myself to worry about that. You know, but then he was, you know, later on he was arrested.
Oh, okay.
The person was arrested, but by that time, you know, there was nowhere to find the round 4. You know, but he was arrested.
Nti Alhaji try say omo di wo we ni. Say okoton car ma obi.
Yes.
Nti omo se omo test car na hwe ne mechanic ni amaniama.
Yes.
Nti omo test car na no see problem bi wa ase. Nti wo hwe problem na ma no e no to car no de call.
And yes, say who a problem. You see, one obi per se on to car no. Oba or tra car no, you know, he sat in front of the car. Okay, and then he said, oh, he hears something at the back of the car. Okay, and then, you know, then the person comes down, then he has you to come and see.
Okay,
exactly what you get down to know what he's talking about. You understand? So not knowing the person was playing game. Okay, before you realize he jumped inside the car, and then, you know,
and left you standing outside.
Definitely, you know, if you take the car away, where would you stand? You stand outside.
That must be a sad experience, Alhaji.
Well, my experience is many. If you want to talk about my experience in life, you know, the first experience, you know, was when I was in US, when I was take up, okay, and that was the reason why I decided to come back home, you know, because during that time, if they think you have money or something, they can kill you for nothing, okay? And seriously, I decided to just leave the country and then come back home to come and settle down in my own, you know, peaceful country. Because You cannot compare Ghana to anywhere in the world. I can assure you, okay? In fact, we don't know the value of this country. But if you travel abroad, you know the value of Ghana. I'm telling you.
Wow.
Yes. You know, during that time, most of my friends, you know, because I was making it in the U.S., they thought, you know, that's the end of it. And they were saying, what are you going to do in Ghana? Why are you wasting your time? You'll be stranded, though. You will be doing, but I didn't listen to anybody. I made up my mind. I came back home. I established myself. I had my disco. I have my theater. I even now have my apartment. You know, here, you know, I established myself. I'm okay. And I feel much, much happier. But I do go to U.S. twice a year, okay? I just go there on a visit, you know, to see my children.
And also to take your royalties, I guess.
And well, you know, the royalties come even when you are there or you are not there anyway.
And see,
You can get your money whether you are there or you are not there.
So you are still enjoying your royalties?
Definitely, I have to.
Wow.
Definitely. You know, that is a good part when you actually record in the U.S., okay? It's not like, you know, other part where you record and you can't get your money. Okay, your money will be coming, you know, as when, okay? It's supposed to be, I receive my royalties, all right. I don't have any.
Alhaji, you were vice president for MUSIGA and then president for 2 terms. Tell me about it. How did you join MUSIGA to become vice president and then president?
Well, what happened was, you know, when I was I was here, okay, and then as a matter of fact, I was concentrating on my business, okay, and that was when, you see, this MUSIGA that is existing now, it's a brand new MUSIGA that people don't know.
How?
I was here when Dr. Ben Abdallah, Dr. Ben Abdallah, I don't know what that, during the, because MUSIGA, the previous MUSIGA was completely dead, okay, it was no more, it wasn't existing. It was Dr. Ben Abdallah who put this MUSIGA together and made Ganaba.
Yes.
Guy Warren. He made him a chairman.
The master drummer.
Yeah, the drummer. You made him a chairman. And then I was then a member. And Joe Mensah was then a member. And then we have Nana Kwame Mpedu was also a member. And all of us, you know, were trying to reunite MUSIGA, to bring MUSIGA back. Okay, that was the time. And when this happened, it took a few years, and then they have to go to Congress, you know, in Kumasi. And this Congress, you know, Ganaba stood as a president, Joe Mensah stood, and, you know, some few people, you know. And then Joe Mensah actually won as a president. He became the president of the MUSIGA. Union. When he became the president of MUSIGA, he did his best, I have to be honest. Because MUSIGA, some people think there was no money. People were not paying dues. And when they became a president, then I became the vice president at that time.
To Joe Mensah?
To Joe Mensah.
Okay.
Joe Mensah did his best. You know, when he was there, he tried, you know, what he could, but there was no money to back up.
I see.
Okay? And I think at that time, we lobbied for a place, you know, we had one because we do not have a good place to operate.
Namunni office.
Oh, we don't have a good office. You see, we were actually managing at Kaokudi Workers Brigade, you know, former Workers Brigade.
Okay,
at
Kaokudi. Yeah.
That's where we were managing. They were giving some one room there where MUSIGA was. So you can imagine which musician is going to respect that organization where you don't even have a good office.
One single room.
One single room.
One president, vice president,
your secretary, you know, so we put the secretary on the doorway, okay? You know, those who would, you know, so, you know, MUSIGA was not actually respected at that time. Things were tough. The man, you know, who happened to be the president was doing all his best, you know, but it didn't work. We tried to back him up. You know, Nana Kwame Mpedu was then the general secretary of the MUSIGA. But during that time, for one reason or the other, you know, we worked very hard to be able to talk to the government. By then, it was Rawlings' government. And then when we talked to them, we were given the old passport office.
Okay.
When we were given the whole passport office, well, the place was so deteriorated that you couldn't even go there. there were, a whole lot of, and the sea erosion has destroyed the place, and that was the reason why the passport office
actually
moved out of the place.
I see.
So that was the place we were given. So for 2 years, there was nothing happening until I became the president of Musician Union of Ghana. Then looking at where we operate, because of my experience with Joe Mensah, okay, I realized that no, there is no way we could operate at the same place. Okay, we have to find a way of getting a better place.
Mm-hmm.
And so then what do? I call all the musicians, talking about all the top, Kojo Entry, Daddy Lumba, Amachi did, all of them. I call them, and then they all sat, and then we tell them that, look, we have a problem. And the problem that we are having is we don't have a place of operation. Where to operate MUSIGA is not existing. So what do? And here we are given a place. And the place is so deteriorated. And we need to renovate the place at least because it's a bigger place. Mm-hmm. We could renovate the place. And then I remember very well, it's Kojo Enchi who said, what about putting all our music together? When we put that, then we sell it. And when we sell it, the money we derive from it, we can use it to,
to renovate the building.
In fact, then they decided to bring old music, okay, their old records,
mm-hmm.
And they put it together, and then we gave it to Kwame Despite.
Your boss.
Which is your boss, We gave it to him, he actually produced that album,
mm-hmm.
okay? He produced it, and then he put it in the market. During that time, it was so good. He was number one when you talk about producer in this country.
I see.
And then he put it in the market, and then unfortunately, we were unable to make the money.
Why?
Okay, that we wanted to actually. And so we still stand at the same place. Okay, the money we made is not even half of the money that we need to renovate the place. Then I have to go to actually my company
mm-hmm.
to get some money to hard it up. Okay, to make sure, because if I'm the president and I don't have a place to operate, then what next? Okay, and I'm somebody. When you give me this, I try to do my very best to make sure that at least I make it possible. So I put my money, I added my money. We get the place fully completed. We had, a place for the president, the vice president, the general secretary, the treasurer, the welfare officer, and everything. We get it completed. And that is when it was completed. Then we actually went to Ghana National Commission on Culture
mm-hmm.
to arrange for somebody to come and, open the place before we start working there. And what happened was, then the late Atamis was then the vice president at that time in
mm-hmm.
this country. So he was the one who came to come and
inaugurate the place
for us. And, this is how this MUSIGA started. Okay, so when it started that way, within 6 weeks, we were able to get at least 1,200 members to come and register.
Within 6 weeks?
Within 6 weeks, 1,200 members come to register with MUSIGA.
Before this new registration, how many members were you having?
We were having about 80 members, 80.
I see.
80.
Wow.
And not even regular, those people doesn't pay regularly. We have 80 that we call members, but 1,200 come to register. And this is how this MUSIGA started. And when it started, you could, if you have you realize that that's when MUSIGA's name started coming up.
Mm-hmm.
And that's, around coming to 2000, and then Ghana Music Award, Charterhouse come to meet us. And when we sat with them, actually we made it possible for them to operate because their intention at that time was very good. What they told us to honor our musicians who are doing well,
mm-hmm.
we realized it was a good idea. So we actually, embraced it, and then we started working on them with them. And that is how Ghana Music, because during that time there was a lot of bashing left and right. People were saying all kind of things. These people cannot help us. We are just wasting our. But then we stood on our feet. We said, no, we must make it possible to work. And seriously, I was on the seat as the president, and then with my able executive, we work together and we make it possible for that to work. And then I affiliate a musician union of myself and my able, executives. We affiliate musician union of Ghana with International Federation of Musicians.
Okay.
Because they are international body and they have actually chances of getting scholarship and things like that for the workshops and so on and so forth. So when we affiliated with them, luckily they've been coming and sponsoring workshops for us and doing a whole lot of things for us. And through that, actually in the whole Africa, I was made the chairman of the African Committee of the International Federation of Musicians.
Wow.
Because of the way I work with, the African musicians. They realized no. And that was held, there was a congress that was held in Malawi, in which I was made the chairman.
I see.
Well, we stood there, and then in the year 2004, when we went to Great Britain, and that time it was a congress in Great Britain, okay, which, of course, I was made the vice president. I was voted as the vice president of International Federation of Musicians.
Wow.
And during that time, I was looking at the International Federation of Musicians, whose congress have never, ever come to African countries since about 30 years. They've never bring, congress. Then I had to lobby, I have to stood up and talk, to them to bring the congress, to Africa at least once. And they asked where I said either Ghana or South Africa. But later on, South Africa was actually accepted. And this is the first time, that happened to be the first time that they come to take up the Congress
in Africa.
Now, when you look at the Musician Union of Ghana, we update our constitution. In fact, during the time that I was there with Joe Mensah, he did a very, very good, constitution, which we did together. But then when I came back, there were some few things that we have to update.
To update it, okay.
We did updated it, and then when we updated it, it helps, a lot of things that we realized that the musician will need. We did all that, and that even we made a contract that we leave at the music office. If you are coming to, or producer want to produce you, you come and take the contract, the form,
the template form.
Yes,
okay,
that's right. So that at least, nobody cheat nobody. You do not take advantage of producer. Producer do not take advantage on you.
Okay.
We have minimum wages. That is all worked out and everything.
Where minimum wage means a musician shouldn't be paid below a certain amount?
Yes, it shouldn't
in your
be
constitution?
lower paid. It shouldn't be lower paid. Even we want to the security of the musician. Well, things change. When I left, I have to be honest, okay? When I left, there were so many changes, okay? But during that time, the people were coming, they were taking the contract, okay? And it was working all right because previously you hear musicians and the producers are fighting because of, money, okay? They were not being paid right. Sometimes you take musician to go and perform somewhere and you don't want to pay him his money. Before the musician pay, you have to take a contract and make sure that the musician is being paid.
Okay.
Well, we talk about, a whole lot of things that is in our constitution, which of course is supposed to be helping the musician. But unfortunately, if I could remember very well, okay, there are some few things apart from minimum wages, the talent and the research committee, education and promotion, promotional committee, welfare committee, business, finance and administration committee, human resource committee, arbitration, all kind of thing, okay? It was set up at MUSIGA office. And we were going, and then we have, a team where when you have a problem, you go to them, and then they will be able to handle a lot of things. But you see, the fact is things change from time to time, okay? And, what we fix. And I remember that time, most of the musicians, they mime. Okay, they mime. Okay, so what we did was that we mounted a musical instrument at the music office. The youth, they all came, okay, to rehearse.
To learn.
We employed.
How to perform live.
Yes, we employed some of our veteran musicians.
I see.
Okay, to actually teach them how to play live, because it's very simple, but you must know. Okay?
By then, who was your vice? My
vice was Dana Hobson, but during that time, he was most of the time in school. He was going to school. He was then at University of Ghana taking courses,
And then, when you were leaving, who did you hand over to?
When I left?
Yes.
It was Dana Hobson who took over, when I left as the president. He became the president. She became the president.
And then Obwo was vice to Dinah.
No. Obwo was not vice to China. Obwo actually came later. Okay. Wanted to be the president of Musician Union of Ghana. Well, it all depends on the lobbying and trying to see the people. You see, we have a 10 region where we have musicians there. And usually we select from the region to vote. Okay, so it depends on, how you lobby the people you see, and then, how you work it out. But coming back to what I was saying, with regarding to
the changes in your constitution, and then making people rehearse how to perform live, and bring them.
It helps a lot. Okay, it brings most of our youth.
To me, musicians be more how to perform live under your presidency.
Yes, that's what we did.
Well,
I know that time VIP, because most of the youth, I can assure you, most of it is of no use mentioning that most of them, okay, they come and then they actually practice there. Because if you want to actually forge ahead, you want to play live, okay, you need to actually learn how to play live band. Live band save life. And also, we lobby for the musical instrument to actually waive the duty on musical instrument, if you are aware of that.
Of course.
Okay. That time, during the forum, I think, we went, it was President Kufuor, who was then actually the president of the nation at that time. We lobby, okay, and then it was actually given to us. So in other words, musicians don't even have to pay,
instruments bar.
Yes, on certain instruments.
Factory. Okay.
My time, during my era, I lobby for that. Okay. My administration, we lobby for that, and that actually help a lot of musicians to own their own instruments, which also help a lot. You see, when you are playing live band, you save actually employment. A lot of people will get work to do. Because as a singer, where you only mime, you play record and you sing. Now you get musicians who will play guitar, some will play drum, some will play this, and all these people will get paid. And therefore, it's, give employment to our musicians. We did a lot of things because in turns, we also help the nation in so many ways. Mm-hmm. We will help the nation because I remember very well, during the election in 2000, okay, the presidential and parliamentary election, we actually spend our own resource to make sure that, we actually get all our musicians together to preach peace in the 10 region of Ghana. We've been going from from one place to the other to preach peace. And during that time, there was, a lot of...
Elijah, we'll come to the politics. I mean, yes. how you've always preached peace, will compilation. No?
Yes.
We'll see. Time I will MUSIGA president, no Charter House will be home. Some person will MUSIGA was some farm born in Yamaniama.
Yes.
Looking back, was it a good decision you took? Has it helped musicians?
Yes, I think it's a good, because you see, during that time, we cannot handle the award. Musicians need to be rewarded after their hard work done. Mm-hmm. If you know that you have done something good, And you see, there's supposed to be a competition to see who is better than the other. And we need to actually to set up an award for this musician. And we don't have the means, okay? The musician, and even if you will have the means as musician, we cannot be awarding our own people.
Okay, so that was
okay,
how
it's
you
impossible.
saw it.
You need, private organization to award, not your own, organization to be awarding musicians. So when they came, as a matter of the idea, the way and what they told us, we thought it was a good idea.
Was that what they've done over the years? What they promised to do? Is that what they are doing?
Well, I think, to me, since I left, I have not been monitoring too much. But when I was there, they were doing the right thing.
So when you sit home now and hear stories like Shatawale Band, Stoneboy Band, this person disqualified, how does it make you feel?
Yeah, but you see, you have to understand the situation where you misbehave. Anyway, you see, every musician have their own, actually, you understand? You cannot take a gun and go to a place where people are performing. You cannot also get up when you are not called, okay, to go on stage. Okay, you understand? Do you follow what I'm saying?
I'm listening to you, Alhaji.
We need to respect whatever we are doing, regardless of how popular we are. You see, we don't take it for granted because we are too popular, so we can take advantage. Okay, we can do whatever we want to do. I love that Chatawale very much, okay? But there are certain things that I think if you go behind bar, I don't go for it. Okay, you understand? Now, the most important thing is when somebody is called for an award, let the person go and receive his award, okay? But somebody cannot call, and the other who knows that you are opponent, then you follow him.
Okay.
Okay.
So you
it's
feel
not a problem. I feel that there must be something that was wrong there. But as long as I'm concerned, okay, the time that I was actually working with Ghana Music Award, they did their best.
Okay.
They did their best in the sense that they don't actually interfere with the selecting committee and other committees set up and things like that.
Okay? Transparent.
Transparent, okay?
Okay.
And the way it was done during my time, I never see any problem that I would say no, because they were doing this, but I don't know.
Okay.
Yes.
But see, during your narration, now beside question, but I was like, let him flow. Then let me come back to that. There is this perception out there, say, MUSIGA for no, I don't know, a mafia. If Sidiko will be vice to Joe, and then Sidiko will do what Joe Mensah likes, Joe Mensah will over to Sidiko. If Dinah Hobson will be vice to Sidiko, then Sidiko will hand over to Dinah Hobson. If Obuo will do what Dinah Hobson will like, Dinah will hand over to Obuo. If Bice will do what Obuo will like, Bessa Simmons, Pim will do what Obuo will like, Obuo will hand over to Bessa Simon. Say, I didn't know to say mafia. Say, what do you think, Alaji?
You see, listen.
I'm listening, sir.
If the president is there as a president, and the president is leaving, and the vice president who you think knows the job, definitely you back your vice president.
Is that fair?
Is that what?
Is that fair?
Is that pay?
Is it fair? Is it fair? Is it okay? Is it proper?
Well, listen to me. It depends on how the person actually, how he handle, the affairs of MUSIGA. If the fact is that, sometimes if you are coming as the president of MUSIGA, you need to actually to have some kind of a good background. Okay? Whenever you are coming to stand as a MUSIGA president, you need to have a good background. Now, if you do not have a good background, okay, and you do not, because maybe during your time you didn't do well, okay, to help the MUSIGA, most of these people, they know. You understand? But to talk about mafia, that I don't see, what we call mafia, because that one is,
Alaji, when the sitting or an outgoing president, okay, comes and tells a small electoral college,
yes,
Moon votes in my way. Sa influence no.
But listen, when Dana was living, it wasn't Dana's vice who became the president. No.
Yes, but it was open secrets. Dana campaigned for Obuo to become president.
It depends. Okay, you understand? It depends, because seriously, you're looking at the musicians. They are very intelligent. Okay, musicians have, they know exactly what they are doing. That's their field, and they don't want to fail on whatever they are doing. Okay, there are people who have followed them up, suffered with them, knows the left and right. Okay, and there are people who want to come in who doesn't even know what they are doing. Okay, when you look at the background, you see that they cannot do anything, but they have mouth. Okay, to talk as if they can do, the best. Look, if you want to vote for somebody, that's up to you. When the musicians goes there, you, the president, you are out. You are talking about the delegates, those who are voting. You have no business with them, okay? Because you see, some of these people, okay, they know who they want to vote for.
Some of them, but most of them too want to listen to the leader. Alaji, you have for instance, when you were a MUSIGA,
yes,
you the influence you carried was very huge. So if you say me Siddiqui, I'm for Dinah, and I urge you to go for Dinah, Alaji, a majority will go for Dinah.
Well, seriously, they have their own common sense, because you see, sometimes they don't actually agree. You see, MUSIGA, the way you look at it, when you talk about the regional people, okay, they meet by themselves.
But it's a small electoral college. Voting population almost said and done.
Well, but it's open now. It's open. I remember, the last election that was held, it was open, okay? And it wasn't, and when you look at somebody like Ubo who come from nowhere to become the president of MUSIGA, okay? Whereas they have executive in there, okay? You realize that, no, they know who they want to vote for.
No, I thought Obuo was on the MUSIGA executive under Diana Hobson. So opposed was Diana Hobson leadership.
Yes, but he wasn't the vice.
But opposed. But can leaders no.
What?
But can leadership no.
I seriously, I don't think he have that big post, when he was there. Okay, the fact is, looking at the situation of MUSIGA, to tell you the truth, each and every one of them. You see, like, they go into election now. Those people who are in the region, they make their plan. They know who they want to vote for. Okay, depend, okay, on, who you are. Because you see, sometimes they look at you, forget about somebody calling somebody mafia.
Mate.
Somebody just want to give somebody bad name. And that's why when you say somebody has collected money and things like that, that's why they want to take some people to court, okay, to tell me where I've collected the money. This kind of words and all kind of this, you hear it, you will always hear it from MUSIGA.
Mate, okay? Every election, one of your legacies, Alhaji Siddiqui Buhari, is that we hear peace compilation. At least I saw it in 2000, 2004, 6, 8, 12. Isn't it an irony? Say musicians no ankasanka say ba mu election na asumdwe, but you still gather people to preach peace for general elections.
Well, who tell you asumdwe when they are going to election?
Every other year, Alhaji asumdwe. I can remember.
Did you ever heard, there was a No.
Oh, Alhaji, who pay my friend appear to Sisia. Say appear to who cause our election no echo see saying. Who pay your friend Rascaleba Pia Sisia say who Sisia then cause I know so echo see saying.
Listen to me. You see, there must be a contribution that you are giving to MUSIGA, and MUSIGA should know you well. Okay? The people they want to vote for the people they know them well. Okay, it's not the people they don't know.
Are you saying that MUSIGA members at that time knew or bore more than Jeduble Ambule?
Yeah, I think so. Okay, because maybe they've worked with Obo and then they know who Obo is.
But when Ambole started to sing, Obo wasn't born.
That doesn't matter. The fact that somebody is older than you doesn't mean that the person have more intelligence than you, my friend. Okay,
It's not just
that's
about,
one thing you must know.
I agree. It's
you,
not just about
look,
the
let
age.
me tell you, in life, we can have a president who is younger. Okay, you understand what I'm saying? We have older people who are, but you don't talk like that as if somebody is older. Look, you can be but you don't even find an active musician being part of executive, being the president of. Do you ever heard some in whatever country? Okay, did you hear Michael Jackson being the president of MUSIGA, or did you hear? No, it's never done anyway. Okay, you want people who work for you.
So
okay,
you are looking
people
at
who knows what to do.
So you are looking at who can do the work.
Yes,
that is what you are looking at.
This is what I'm saying. Yes, who can do the work? It's not because you can sing or because you are popular. But no, if you are popular, it's the more popular you are, the more you should be out of being an executive. I'm telling you, because you see, you are busy doing your work and making money. Okay, would you have time, or I've never heard anything like that in any part of the world. Most of the top musicians, they rather concentrate on that so that they work for them. If you look at Britain, you look at United States, you look at anywhere in the world, okay, you will never find an active or musicians who are the high musician going to the position of, it's only in Ghana you see that kind of thing.
Elijah, let's move on. 6 months to elections. This year, we've not heard your peace compilation. Yes. What has delayed it?
Unfortunately, I'm not there. I don't even hear of COVID-19, very well. Because you remember during my time, I get musicians together and try to make sure that we compose songs. Because this is our nation. When something is happening to the nation, it's happening to you. Do you understand what I'm saying? Therefore, as musicians, we need to get ourselves together. You don't need money from nobody. You need to do it for yourself and to your audiences, okay, to the people who actually give you the money, okay? Because you have people who you love so much, who are always, your supporters, okay? And when they hear your voice, they listen to you. And, so I really don't know what is happening, okay, now. I'm not too active like before. When you talk about MUSIGA, I can tell you straight away, that this is what is happening, this is what is happening. I'm not too active, actually. I don't know too much.
So now you
that.
Basically focus on your business and family and grandchildren.
Yes, because I'm grown, my age now, I need to also concentrate, on one or two things, so I do not actually follow too much MUSIGA.
Talking about focusing on family, Alaji, is Nadia Buhari your biological daughter?
Definitely. You see, the fact is, this is where you people have a little problem. Okay?
Educate us, Alaji.
Why would I educate you? I've told you, this is where you make, this is where, you create confusion between father and son. You create confusion, and that is what happened to some of you. You understand? But that is one thing.
Alaji.
Okay?
Alaji.
I'm here.
One of the roles the media should play is to give credible information and credible education. There is so much speculation that you adopted my sister. I'm asking you to educate us, and you say we are creating problems?
Well, to tell you the truth, okay, whenever you are asking a question, okay, you must know the type of question you ask. Okay, when you call me here for one thing, and you come with a different thing. We're supposed to be talking about one thing where you are out of that, okay? But we are rather going to a different thing that, I don't know. These things, that is happening. It's a media, that's what, they do sometimes. you don't try to create confusion and problem in the family and things like that. No. Okay, you understand? Let's go to the reality, okay, on why I'm here, okay? And let's finish that, okay? Because that's why
Obia, pick the microphone. No, pick the mic. You are the producer of the show. Sit down. Did you tell Alaji we'll discuss everything, including family?
And menene kasai me maneti ase say wa make impact industry no art industry no. And we would want to know about him and then share experiences now when you know at least it mean to be a 2 year home. Komo sa na me no edi.
Nti one country no say you beka bribia. It's 100% interview. You're born in sports and como. They are bringing religion, MUSIGA.
Yeah, one country
nti one country no say be calling name.
Who say yeah interview no na questions pop up a free social media near day. Even Sarah 4 you say na yenim nti some of the viewers would want to know that speculations na so no nti na massa questions no be
okay mama Alaji so na onum ye be back to Alaji. What I wanted to ask from you is that who explaining man no say you be can bribia so one explain and I mean free but once I also who explain bribia there
no betimi akase bia maka che no crowd be se bia I don't want to go there.
Okay, maybe he doesn't want to go there.
No, the point is when you call somebody, okay, like me to the studio, and you tell me what you wanted to ask me. You remember I asked you what it's all about, okay? Then you told me exactly what it's all about. That's why I'm coming here. A lot of time, when people call me, I don't even go, okay, because I don't want to waste my time. You understand what I'm saying? If you are coming to talk about reality and things that, I want to talk about it, I talk about it. But you cannot force me, okay, to be asking some questions,
Alaji,
that is not
as for
even
force,
the round 4,
nobody,
I shouldn't have answered.
Nobody.
Okay? Because, but then you said something, but it's okay. Do you understand what I'm saying? The point is, whenever you want to ask me something, I ask you, and I ask you, what exactly is all about?
Okay, so Alaji has answered the question. The question is a straight
yes.
Alaji says it is a yes, that he is the biological dad of our favorite actress, Nadia Buarinti. Moi trouble baby say, I mean, so what's your trend now? I don't want to read some of the questions, but Osi Nenu Kre, Eonwa ni Yemba. Come, Bremina Papa no Numsu, and a ideal feature.
Medasi. On say and the on say I say brofono Addo suntino
ne twi no hyeda
ai menimpa wayade nyame hira no em say said na wo kana say em say producer friend no wanye say but wa say
producer yes
but mame nko meba ba meme de no say eto da bia I can't blame you, I can't blame producer. Listen to me. Say ye program so comment na eba no. Comment na kura no. You the host no. Who to me gina comment na so. E to me ebisa guest no question. Mr. Halifax who tie dey make a John.
100%.
Me ti we prophet kum chacha. Say wo frɛ me say memra show a. Menye show say show na wo say memra no. And some will baby semi na will be to me I catch them. So I say some baby semi na be to me I catch them there. And I me feel say a bit take you pa by all say ye ne the pardon na ye adwuma. Say we show one 8 year okayfm my doson. On one Facebook we doson. It niam bi no mo a na enye se Mr. Halifax and baby sami prophet kum chacha. Na momo bi a on TV so no. Wo to me de na dwen cheleba. No so Edi abase bia bisa osofo okum chacha say etu bisa me wo say kwan no so a Mr. Halifax on for me. You understand?
Okay, I understand you. You ever call your name? I mean, kind messages kakra. Na remember back to Alhaji. You know my tradition. I never read insult on the show. I know the yenkoho. And see, mo send the messages, no. Say I'm na mo polish no kakra. Why? In case you just tune in, OK 101.7 FM, best entertainment show. My guest Alhaji Sidi Kubwari talked about his athletic days, winning medals for Ghana, releasing 5 solid records in America, enjoying royalties till date, getting a good record label up there, coming down to set up a seed studios, seed theater, how he revamped MUSIGA, got them an office, raised money including his own personal funds to renovate the place, send na omutwiki constitution no kakra, and then making sure say we a musician our minimum wage be at least it wouldn't be paid below a certain level. How I feel, let's say we a musician my mean shedamboa because we a live performance creative jobs maubia. He also spoke about his children a bit. About 7 were outside. From medicine to music to Bobby Bray. He also spoke about his children down here too and what they are doing. Then I came to Nadia, which is one of his children, and Elijah doesn't seem too happy. What are you also saying on Facebook? Someone should miss keeping Nadia questions. No, I'm also skipping the questions on his wife. Alaji, God bless you from Fanning Donko. Both Ayaka questions. No, one will. Okay, boss, I've not seen you for a long time. Stephen Entry, I lost your phone number. You look good. God bless you. Pietus Dankwa, Alhaji Sidi Kubwari was vice president to Joe Mensah before he became president, and the tradition has continued since the left. Halifax, please ask him this question for me. I've asked him and he has answered. Halifax, please just answer Pietus' question. That is from Stanley Scott Ginger. Now I've asked him, he has answered. I'm really enjoying the show from Ephraim Pupulampo. Okay. Okay. Please ask Alaji Apietus Aden. Halifax, it's true Ghana is the best country in the world. Every day I tell my madam, good show, keep it up. Halifax, start a show all over again. I just came here too late. So this is one of our largest songs in the background. Asiko pampana asiko pam. Eke wolebu.
You are welcome to Best Entertainment Show with your host Halifax and Addo on OK 101.7 FM.
Halifax, ask Alaji what is the meaning of asiko pampana asiko pan. I think it's a term, but Alaji, asiko pampana asiko pan. One of the questions here is what does it mean?
It means I don't know you.
Okay.
Asiko pampana asiko pan means I do not know you. Okay, it's if you want to worry me.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know you.
Yeah, Brofo kasa na twi kasa na
kasa.
Nkran kasa asikompampanampanasikopan.
OKFM 101.7.
Let's go on. What would be your greatest legacy for MUSIGA if you ask this question? Ubeka said, time I'm me, Alaji, me, the MUSIGA president, 8 years. SND 4 years, no. ASM on fire the way in Kaimi, Sidi Kubuari.
Well, you know, me personally, I would think of the musicians, you know, to be able to get what belongs to them. I actually did my very best to make sure that at least the musicians, you know, I mean, they were able to get a duty-free, you know, I mean, to be able to get
instruments now.
Instruments, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, I mean, I also tried to help, you know, during the time that they were miming to change to the live band.
Mm-hmm.
And I also look at the situation where we help even the street children, if you can remember. Yeah, the street children, I tell you, we raised 45 million during the time of President Kufuor. 45 million.
In those days.
This is the thing. You see, a lot of things you guys do not know. In those times, you know, we raised 45 million.
Elijah,
we produced, let me tell you what happened. We produced an album, Children, the Future Leaders, by the former president of Ghana, His Excellency John Ajekun Kufuor, and was sold 45 million at the National Theatre the first day of release, out of the target of $5 million that we thought, you know, I mean, we could make that day. It was President Ajekun Kufuor who actually launched that album at the National Theatre. You can check from the record. Okay? And don't talk about that. Talk about also the stadium disaster that we made. The stadium disaster that we made.
May 9, you know.
May
9,
you know, the stadium disaster. We raised 85 million with the collaboration of Ghana Broadcasting Corporation. You understand? We've done a lot of things, okay, during my time, which is hiding, which nobody knows. But I think, you know, we've done our best. I always tell my colleagues, you know, you've done the best that you could, you know. A lot of things that we have done for this nation, even me, myself, individually, okay, I remember I raised $250,000 during my time when I came from the US for the charity. Okay, and that's when I get a Krag Award. Okay, go into record, you check. Okay?
Let's do something. What is it about you and charity? Because I'm sure, apart from the work you are doing,
yes,
45 million charity, 80-something million stadium disaster charity.
Yes.
When you came, why do you love these charity things?
Yeah, because you know you worry for the other people. When you talk about living in the nation, now people who are less privileged, okay, less privileged. Some of these people, I remember in the Musician Union of Ghana, we actually pay their dues for them, you know, for them to come to, because some of them want to be musician. And when you look at some of these street children, who knows, some of these people, one day they could be somebody who will help this country in so many ways.
Is it a personal attitude or because of the religion you belong to?
When you look, when you see more, you know, what is very important, don't always worry about yourself. Worry about the others. This is the way I actually was trained. I was trained in the way that don't always think about yourself, think about the others. And that's the reason why, you know, you are so concerned. When you look at MUSIGA, and then even to be able to complete the building, this is the reason why I have to have my money to make sure it's done. Because I wasn't worried about it. If I were to be selfish and worry about myself, I wouldn't care about it. Do you understand what I'm saying? But always worry about the other people, those who do not have it. We have it in our blood. When you look at my daughter Shaida Buhari, the Miss Ghana for 2002, you know that, you know, that's what she's doing. She's raising money for charity. That's part of a job that she's doing now.
I see.
You see, it's in the blood, okay? And when you look at even Nadia herself, okay, she has raised money to the Kolebugu and Czech. She has given a lot of benevolent money to hospitals and things like that.
Okay.
There were a lot of things that we are doing that you don't even know.
Hold on.
Yes.
We are still learning. Before I close this charity chapter, Alaji, how does it feel? People can't do charity because human beings are ungrateful.
You see,
it discourages people. So in such situations, what do?
You are saying human beings are ungrateful.
Yes.
No, we cannot say every human being is ungrateful.
Okay.
There are some human beings who are ungrateful. It's not everybody. There are people who are less privileged in the,
Okay, so there are some human beings, do so much charity to them.
It's not everybody.
You do so much charity to those some human beings,
yes,
and they become ungrateful.
Well,
it discourages you.
For me, you see, when you are doing things, think about tomorrow. Think about, you see, when I look at my children, they are not even, some of them are not around here, they are somewhere. Okay? And seriously, it's only Almighty God that is taking care of them. Now, if you look at that situation, okay, you do good for people. That is what you always think. I don't look at people because they are ungrateful. But a lot of people, I don't think, they are ungrateful. They are unfortunate. Okay, there are people who are unfortunate in this world. And then when you are trying to help those people, I think it's the right thing to do. There are beliefs. There are some people who does not believe in that anyway, but that's what I believe.
Until say I won't share. I mean, won't share more attitude. No, you just look at the good you want to do.
No, if you look, for instance, look at the people who are handicapped, who cannot work. They can't do anything. Okay, they have no means. Okay. Some of them are, put a chewing gum. They are selling gum. They are selling, things that they don't supposed to tell. And they don't, because they don't, you see, where do they get the money to do that? They probably get some money somewhere. There are people, they don't want to become a beggar, okay? They actually want to work. And if they have the opportunity of getting the work, they will do it. Okay, God bless you. You have your hands, you have your legs, you have everything. But it's not everybody who actually is blessed that way. So when you are doing good, think about other people. Okay? Less privilege in society, try to help them if you can. Okay? Don't let us look like some people are ungrateful and things like that. You are talking about some of people who are, you are okay, but they are ungrateful. You follow what I'm saying? Indeed, the people, look, all this money we are raising for the street children, for stadium disaster, people lost their loved ones, okay? When they lost their loved ones, they have no means to support themselves.
Okay.
When you give them this money, they will be able to use the money to work and take care of themselves. Do you understand?
I understand.
Yes. Okay.
Come, Chacha. Alaji Abon Komo, almost 2 hours back to back. What's it, bro? For no how?
Oh,
I'm sure that's little for long kakra. Yeah, you come bona no, but above a moment leni. Maybe son no say into no then I kind of as far as MUSIGA is concerned. You are fascinated upon tune chain and all Bobby Bree or call you and all kind of charity count. Let me see, I don't know there be a charity, and I'll say yes. Or noon or now or charity no. But a bim we nya chom. Uban we near echnana what do bonebi. Or say am I in show? Una wears of. Or see a no penning banopo Nadia, for instance, shy that name I have because of a Miss Ghana project night it was almost public. Come, how do we handle these things? Who raise charity, the Buane Pananepanwan, so proud. For how long do we do this?
Okay, me that's unse bunia ya yebeka se nipa eyi nipa de enye nne na start because osho Bible mo kura Yesu sa akwatafo du yade so akwatafo mako du yade on se wo nyina koye no ba ko pe na sebe ohu nyansa e kai bibi me fi se ɔde aseda ɛbaeɛ eti yɛwɔ enipa ɛwɔ wiase nankasa no wunye ni nyinaa pɛpɛpɛ da ɛwɔ wiase saa na me prophet kum chacha me ho no wunye nipa wiase nyinaa pɛpɛpɛ yɛ negative and positive aha eti no udi enipa bi echi a obeka se papa no unye bi mu da because obi owa a waye papa enyamu amane obi aye papa ena wie ni prison or the prison papa obi ye yentio ye jail obi 10 years in prison 20 years papa obi ye yenti no na djuma awo mu no adwuma na bɔ no papa obi ye yenti na wale yegu papa obi ye yenti ne car free ne nsa eti papa ye man kasa no ede nsem bebre nanam ena udi anu achi nso a na enye nyame esu neti mu a na udi anu achi a obeka se wonye papa bi mu wiase da ko nipa bebre aye papa Mr. Halifax on fat papa ni manya challenges enya amane bebre ene ade me ni man bi a dan so man say obi di car bo obi ene nipa ni dimrika edwane koye ono ode car bo no ono so ni obi a oduwo no nipa ni condition na is so very bad ene otam nipa no ode ne to ne kem ene ode ni do hospital hospital team na nipa no wawu yansa ni yenyi na Africa nim kora na nipa na wu so ade say enkom a make say kora no remand by 5 years.
I see.
And sana otete ne ho. It next time so do one musisi a na say bia obi a de bi car bo bia na odu a ebe ye den so obetumi afa nipa na ebi nso a na ka ofa nipa ne kora na wonye nkwan. Iti papa bebre di nipa bebre akototo nso hwem but yesu nti ma yenya papa yenkoso nye papa.
That was a voice.
Yes, you know, Muhammad have teaches one thing. Help your neighbors, help people if you can help them. Now, the reason for this is because, you know, you feel for your fellow human being sometimes. Imagine in the Kolibu hospital, there are people who happen to be discharged from the hospital, but they don't have money to pay their bill, so they still keep them there. Okay?
Yeah.
They have no money to pay for their bill, and so they keep them there. Then what happened? If you can help them, you help them. You understand? There are people during the stadium disaster, like I'm telling you, people died. Those are the husband and saints, you know, they die and they have to take care of their children. They have no money. So if you are raising money for these, their wives and things like that, what is wrong with that? You know, you have to think about the betterment of other people too. Okay, look at yourself. If God bless you, you see, that's why we Muslims we give what is called zakat. You know, at the end of the year, you see like this, you give zakat, you give to the poor. You take whatever wealth that you have and give to the other people who do not have it. You understand what I'm saying? In form of food and whatever you give to people. When you are doing that, God will bless you more. And I believe in that. And so whatever you do, okay, you reap it, okay? I believe very much that doing good to other people is better. Don't ever think that when you do something to somebody, you expect the person to pay you back. No. Don't expect that person to pay you back. Expect Almighty God to pay you back. That's what I believe.
Thank you, Alhaji Sidiku Buhari, a man of many parts. One of the most revealing interviews. Sometimes it's difficult to know what people have done when they don't tell their own stories. Inti ene se we a musician, I mean you import any musical instrument and tax and that's why monfa asedano umma papa way anytime or serve wo MUSIGA. We should do a part 2 and part 3 of this interview because yenyen yue. Alaje me da say okay FM da say. Premwatu, my uncle peace, na uncle tie news.
There will be some for can and I would. Any dear, one for can say.